the funniest way your daughter tried to replace her dad. So picture this. My husband had to travel for a week. Business trip. Normal. I told my 7-year-old daughter, Daddy's gonna be gone for a little while. Most kids cry, right? Miss their dad? Not mine. This little girl smirked like she'd just been promoted. She goes, don't worry, mommy. I'll be the new dad now. At first, I laughed. Thought it was pretend play. But oh no, she was dead serious. The very next morning, she proved it. I'm still half asleep in the kitchen making coffee. And she struts in wearing my husband's oversized hoodie, baseball cap backwards, and sunglasses. Out of nowhere, she slaps my butt and says, morning, babe. Where's my breakfast? I almost spit in the coffee pot. I turned around like, excuse me? And she just leans on the counter, sipping her orange juice box like a king. Rough day at work already, she sighs. And she didn't stop there. Later that morning, she drags out her toy hammer and tries to fix the sink. Water splashing everywhere, and she points at me like, better call the plumber, babe. Then she sits on the couch, spreads her little legs wide like a grown man, Doritos bag in one hand, remote in the other. She goes, don't change it. I'm watching the game. The game was SpongeBob. By the second day, the act only got bigger. She literally called me into the living room, patted the couch, and said, sit down, honey. Let's talk about our budget. Our budget? She can't even count to 100. Then she looks at her little brother, dead serious. You don't listen to your mom. No allowance. He's 4. He just stared, holding his toy truck like, what's an allowance? By evening, she was still in full character. That night, I was in bed scrolling my phone. She barges in with her stuffed bear under her arm and says, move over, honey. Daddy's home. Climbs right in, rips half the blanket off me, then starts fake snoring so loud the dog left the room. I shook her shoulder like, girl, go to your own bed. She answers in this fake deep voice, 7? I'm 37. Respect the man of the house. Day 3, nothing changed. She doubled down. At breakfast, she goes, babe, where's my coffee? I hand her chocolate milk. She squints at me like, this better not be decaf. Then she pretended to leave for work, actually just walked around the backyard shed, came back 5 minutes later like, traffic was horrible. And then came Friday night, the grand finale. Normally, my husband takes the trash out. She grabs this giant bag that's practically bigger than her, drags it bump by bump down the hallway, yelling, don't worry, babe, I got this. Bag rips, apple cores rolling everywhere. She doesn't care. Our neighbor spots her outside struggling and asks, where's your dad? Without missing a beat, she points at herself with both thumbs and shouts, right here, baby. Neighbor nearly dropped his mail laughing. Finally, after a full week of chaos, my husband came home. He opened the door and she just stood there, arms crossed like a tiny mafia boss. We don't need you anymore, she said. I've been the man of the house. He looked at me like, what happened while I was gone? I just pointed at her. Talk to your replacement. Even after he returned, she kept the role for one more day. At dinner, she leaned toward him and whispered, we can share the job, but I'm still the boss. And honestly, the scary part is, she might be right.